everyone, welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I'm with you with the area of ABFM. We are ending our module D completely. This is the last chapter, that is Special Purpose Acquisition Company. What is Special Purpose Acquisition Company, everyone? I would say Special Purpose Acquisition Company or SPAC is one of the companies which are hired to take over some other organization. It's like a supari giving to someone, a mafia don telling a normal person going to a mafia don and saying that you have to kill that person. SPAC is a sophisticated form of it. You are asking a sharpshooter that this is the company which you have to target and give it back to me. But it shouldn't die, right? You just have to take over and give that company to me. That is Special Purpose Acquisition Company. This is called Special Purpose Acquisition Company. Done, everybody? Moving on to the first question for today. Everybody, what has led to the drop of new SPAC fillings in the second quarter of 2021 compared to the first quarter? What has been the point that SPAC had increased? Sorry, has decreased in this specific area? Yes, it is because of decreased regulatory oversight or poor market performance or increased disclosure norms or lack of investor interest. Basically, now, in this case, what's going to happen? The reason was increased disclosure norm. When there is too much of a disclosure norms involved now, then the organizations are not able to build up an SPAC because SPAC is built in such a way that there's no problem there, right? Done? Here comes the next question, everyone. What type of financial information about the target company is typically included in the proxy statement of SPAC? So they create a proxy statement, है ना? And what are the particular financial information which is about the target company? Target company मतलब the company which they are trying to kill, है ना? Obviously they are trying to kill a specific organization, right? Only the performer financial statements or only the financial statements or performer financial statements are required, then historical statements are required, then the only the management discussion analysis is required. See, when you're trying to take over some other organization, you want to know in and out of it. Till the time you don't really know in and out of it, how will you slowly and steadily, and that too sheepishly, you have to pick up the entire organization? How would you do that part? You can do that part: pro forma financial statements, historical financial statements, and management discussions. All these things are required. When you're trying to find an organization about the target company, these things are definitely required. Acha everyone, if you like this particular session, first of all, please share this particular session and also like it. Done? Done? Okay, let's move on and look at the next question, everyone. What is the purpose of the proxy statement? Why do we create the proxy statement? To seek permission from the regulators to provide shareholders with information regarding the proposed merger and seek their approval, or to outline the terms of the merger agreement, or to disclose financial information about the acquiring company. Why would they do it, everyone? What's the basic purpose of doing this? The proxy statement filed by SPAC, that too in terms of merger. Basically, the SPAC is created so that the competing firm or a target firm can be engulfed by the stronger firm. And for that SPAC, once it has completed its task, then even SPAC merges or it liquidates after handing over the particular details to the, or after handing the entire company's control to the main holding company, right? So the particular answer is, when they create a proxy statement, it is because to provide the shareholders with information about the proposed merger and seek their approval. Because you are investing money into some other organization, na? Then everyone, in this case the correct answer is actually B. Okay? We are trying to provide the shareholders with information about the proposed merger. You are trying to tell people about the proposed merger and you are trying to get approval of them. Only then you will issue the proxy statement. Done? Please like this particular session, everyone, and share it as well. What information or what type of information does the proxy statement or uh, proxy statement contain besides details of the merger? मतलब it contains all the details कि अच्छा one organization is merging with the other organization, all the basic stuff details. Is it information about SPAC formation, information about SPAC performance, or information about governance aspects and financial information about the target company, or information about the shareholder voting rights? What's going to be the answer, everyone? What type of information does the proxy statement? Acha, we have done a similar question already. This provides information about the governance. Basically, when you're trying to take over an organization, you are trying to find out what happens in it. Information about the governance aspects and the financial aspects of the target company has to be known, in which you are trying to acquire an organization. You have to acquire it slowly and steadily. You know? So once you have accumulated the enough majority of shares, then you can reach out to the higher level, right? Next question. Okay, what happens to the funds in the trust account if the acquisition target cannot be found within the specific time frame? They have a time frame within which the SPAC has to buy the other organization. See, this is the main company. It had an interest in this company, but it cannot go directly. So it creates an SPAC and tells it, go and get this organization for me. There's a specific period. through which they have to complete. If it is not completing, then see, SPSC doesn't have its own working or something. There's no specific operating of its own. So how will it sustain for a longer period? There's a time frame already defined based upon this particular situation. So they are used, whatever they, what happens to the funds or in the trust account if the acquisition target cannot be found. So whatever the organization has collected, where will it go? This is used to pay off the existing debts, to distribute back to the investors, they invested in stock market, or they are used to pay the management and the team salaries. What's going to be the answer, everyone? See, normally now, if someone has given you money, in this case, they had paid money to the sharpshooter to kill someone. As soon as the particular person went there, the sharpshooter thought, "Ki, "Arey, this is my own." So he came back, he gave the realities, and then he is standing in front of the organization. So the organization says, "Ki, theek hai." In this case, what exactly is happening is the organization is prepared for a specific purpose. It is prepared on a very genuine purpose, that is to take over the other organization. If it is not able to acquire the other organization, then what will it do? There is only one thing that it can do, that is to return the money back to the people from whom they had taken the funds. है ना? They can do this part. In this case, the entire controversy comes to an end, isn't it? So they are distributed back to the investors. Done, everyone? How are the strike prices of warrants typically determined? So strike prices are basically the prices in terms of warrants. Warrants are basically what? Warrants are right to pay in future. ठीक है ना? मतलब right to give shares in future. अभी तो currently नहीं दिए. In the future we will. What's the answer? Based on the company's future earnings or set arbitrarily by SPAC's management team based on the share price at the time of IPO, or determined by the vote among the shareholders? How do you find out, everyone? What's the answer? Based on the share price of the IPO. That's how we can define warrants. Warrants is basically right to give share in future. Currently we don't have. Maybe in future we'll give. है ना? Done. So in this case, the correct answer is C. Hanji. The answer is C, everyone. These are interesting questions, but SPAC was a particular topic which was asked so much in the examination that even I was astonished. Ki hardly a 10-page chapter. If you open up your Macmillan book, now this is hardly, barely total 10-page chapter. Done? Okay, now let's move on. Here comes the next question. What is the significant disadvantage of investing in SPAC IPO compared to traditional IPO? Actually, traditional IPO matlab you gave money to an organization, the organization is going good, you get money, you are happy, they are happy, है ना? But what about an organization which is not even interested in operating? It has only one base. It wants to cover this target company bus. That's it. it is not having any commercial operations or anything. So the problem is lack of regulatory oversight, uncertain future performance, limited disclosure of investment use, or potential for high returns. In this case, the correct answer is limited disclosure of the investment use. ठीक है, in this case ना there is an exposure of course, but ना the you don't know what exactly is happening with your money, who's taking it, what's happening, because later on it comes to know कि oh this money was used in that acquiring of another firm. वैसे तो when this SPAC liquidates ना, the main firm gets a lot, so the main firm is able to eliminate one of its major competitors, or you can say they can have a rugged expansion, they can do all that, right? How do SPAC sponsor benefit from an earnout component? मतलब what do they do? SPAC sponsors is basically the person who is actually sponsoring and telling SPAC go buy that organization. Benefit from the earnout, whatever money they are making, they receive additional warrants. They are entitled to percentage of profits. They gain more shares if the stock price meets the specified target, or they receive preferential treatment during mergers. The truth is they gain more shares if the stock price meets the specified targets. They already have share of the company already, everyone, because they are the sponsors. They decided कि अच्छा I will sponsor this company so that they can buy the organization, है ना? Then okay, here comes the next question, everyone. What is the primary selling point of SPAC when seeking financial backing from investors? Reputation of the management team, potential profitability of the target company, history and revenue of the company, regulatory compliance of the company. What is the primary selling point of SPAC, everyone? Primary selling point matlab the first and most important selling point when seeking financial backing. They are looking forward towards people giving them money. Please give us money. We're looking forward to something. Now the point is these organizations, if they tell in the very beginning, pata hai I want to buy the other organization, that sounds so weird. Why would someone give them money? है ना? Then now the correct answer in this case is reputation of the management team. The primary reason that you want people to join your organization is this. Done. Can you see the answer? In this case, what are we dealing with? In this case, the strongest part that I can see is that in an organization, you have to sell yourself. When you're getting an IPO, you have to show that Array, I'm a big organization, you give us money. And then this money can be used anywhere. That is your choice. There's nothing wrong in that. You know? Okay. Next point. What type of financing does the SPAC typically organize to fund a portion of the purchase price of the business combination? Achha, we're looking forward towards a business combination in venture capital investment, debt or equity, then general government grants or the crowdfunding. See, in our country, the crowdfunding is definitely not there, to be very honest. In India, crowdfunding doesn't exist. Government grants, why would government grant you to help you to kill another organization? The answer is debt or equity financing. In India, we have Competition Act as well. When you try to merge the bigger organizations so that they can rule the market, that particular thing sounds good, but that doesn't really have a good impact. So everyone, the correct answer is B. Acha, one more question. What is the purpose of forward purchase contract in context of SPSE? To establish an SPSE charter and the registration rights, the outline of to outline the terms of IPO agreement, to commit affiliates or institutional investors to purchase equity needed for the DSPSE transaction, or the to specify the parameters of the warrant agreement. What is the purpose of forward purchase agreement? Matlab, we are not purchasing right now, but we'll be purchasing later on, right? So in this case, what are we doing to do? This is basically to commit affiliates or institutional investors to purchase equity needed for TSPAC. The answer is C, everyone. Before I end my session, everyone, there is a good news. If you have reviewed our portal yet, then you should look into the specific area and let's go to our website. This is our website, that is www.adda247.com. Go on to the area of JIB and CIB. Go on to the area of CIIB. Then go on to the area of Mahapack. At this point of time, the best area is Mahapack because double validity is going on. You buy it for 6 months, you get it for 12. Okay. So this is, click on the area of buy now. You have got it for 12 months, everyone. Under Mahapack, you get bilingual English medium revision classes. All the 5 optional included. Whatever you want to choose, if you haven't chosen, then you can start with all of those, the beginning 2-3 classes, and you can choose which is the best one. So you are getting such a great opportunity, and that too at a very nominal price. Use the code Y541, everyone. As soon as you apply the code Y541, you can see the discount is of 79%. If you are downloading the app, it becomes 80%, and you will get for 6823.95. Right? The amount is very decent, up to 500 something rupees per month. You'll get a particular, this is a very small amount. If I talk about Netflix, costs more than this if you're going for 4 screen. So this is a perfect time. Go ahead and check it out on our website or in our app, and hurry up, enroll in our CIIB right away, everyone, as you still have time, ample of time to prepare properly. Otherwise, as the time passes, each and every subject is very extensive and requires a lot of time and efforts. So please be open to that particular scenario that you will have to sit down and study properly. So start your studies as early as possible so that you don't face a trouble in future. Right? Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. We'll be meeting tomorrow.